Kicking off this massive week of indie titles, we have Kaze and the Wild Masks. As someone who grew up playing games in the 80s and 90s, I was immediately drawn to the 16-bit art style of this one. It looks and plays much like those platformers you remember from the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo era. In the game, you can speed through over 30 levels, equip masks to get the powers of the tiger, eagle, lizard and shark, and collect items galore. Use your ears to glide and hang on ropes, plus you get to jump on giant anthropomorphic carrot enemies. What's not to like? Grab this one now on PC and all the major consoles. If anyone ever tries to tell you that games are not works of art, well, just show them this game. This is Genesis Noir, and it's something of an indie masterpiece. The game is like nothing you've ever played before. You play as Noir, a watch peddler caught in a cosmic love triangle. To say any more would really spoil the story. It's a sumptuous noir adventure spanning time and space. The minimalistic graphics are striking and feature a mostly monochrome palette. With twists, turns and innovation at every corner, Genesis Noir is one of the most original indies to come out so far this year. It's available now on PC, the Nintendo Switch and also the Xbox, and if you're an Xbox Game Pass subscriber, well, it's included in your subscription. Next up, we've got Dandy Ace, a vibrant isometric roguelite that fans of Hades are going to absolutely love. You play as Ace and you're trapped in a cursed mirror by the green-eyed illusionist. Action in this one's super satisfying. Wizard of Legend style cards allow you to mix and match loadouts and provide hundreds of possibilities. The upgrade system works very similar to Dead Cells. At the end of levels you can spend shards to unlock new cards, abilities and charms. And like all good roguelites, death is just the beginning. With each restart you'll be a little bit wiser and better equipped to face the illusionist's traps and minions. Dandy Ace feels familiar and borrows a lot from other games, but it is just so damn addictive and charming that you won't care. It's out now on PC via Steam with console ports due very soon. If you like a good point and click adventure, you like pixel art and cats and dogs, well, Inspector Waffles is the game for you. It's out this week on PC via Steam and GOG. Now in this one you play as the feline titular character, Inspector Waffles, investigating the murder of Fluffy, the CEO of Box Furniture. You can interrogate witnesses and suspects, you can pick up and combine items, but be prepared for plenty of cat puns as you track down Fluffy's perpetrator. See what I did there? Playing the game reminded me a lot of fellow pixel point and clicker The Dark Side Detective, with a little of last year's underrated Chicken Police thrown into the mix. Rather than move Waffles directly, use the cursor to identify objects and interact with people and things on screen. Once you've picked up clues, you can interrogate characters to find out more information, and this moves the plot along. What is really going on in Cat Town, and will curiosity kill the cat? Play Inspector Waffles now to find out. Dorfromantik literally translates from the German to town romance. I think that's a very apt title after spending time with this game. It's definitely one to fall in love with. The game is as relaxing as it comes. You build your dwarf or village by placing hexagonal tiles on the world map. Before long you'll be adding windmills, rivers, forests and much more. You can build your landscape at your own pace without any time limits. You can unlock new tiles and biomes and just get lost in the serene soundtrack. Dorfromantik is part strategy, part puzzle game. I don't play a lot of time management or building games, but this one captured my heart instantly. Talking about romantic, British romantic poet John Keats, he was a firm believer in the power of the sublime, the feeling of awe for something that overwhelms us. I think he'd approve of Dorfromantik. Just let its graphics, gameplay and soundtrack wash over you now on PC via Steam. If you're a fan of story-driven first-person adventures such as Firewatch and What Remains of Edith Finch, the Fabled Woods is an essential purchase. It's a short experience, clocking in about 2 hours, but this game is much like playing an interactive movie. With fully voiced dialogue, you play through 3 interconnected narratives as you try to piece together the mysteries of the Fabled Woods. There's no death or puzzles here, just a great story. The environment really comes to life as you uncover its many secrets. Take the road less travelled now on PC and Xbox consoles. Now there's also a huge amount of smaller indie games to check out this week. Here's just a few of I Love Indie's hidden gems. Where's Samantha is a puzzle platformer where you play as George, a fabric swatch, looking for your lost love, Samantha. The game features a beautiful fabric-filled world reminiscent of Little Big Planet and Tearaway. There are 45 levels to enjoy here, with the difficulty ramping up as you progress. You learn new skills such as splitting yourself into multiple swatches or combining with other materials to change colour and weight. It really is a polished puzzle, this one, and to top it off, the love story of George and Samantha is narrated by a well-known Brit comedian, Rufus Hound. Look out for Where's Samantha now on PC via Steam. If you're a fan of roguelites, try Lootlite, a charming top-down pixel art adventure where you can play several character classes from warriors to necromancers. It seems rather impractical, but you embark on your journey without any clothes and have to find equipment in treasure chests. The levels are vibrant, combat is satisfying and varied, and there's a large number of weapons and skills to discover. If you like Enter the Gungeon and Nuclear Throne, you're going to feel right at home with Lootlite. Check it out now on PC via Steam. Alternatively, if you prefer side-scrolling multiplayer roguelikes, here's Kungfu Cowboy, a quirky platformer where you can dash, dodge and use your kung fu power to defeat enemies. I really like the character animations on this one. Movement is fluid and responsive, and it works a dream with a controller or keyboard and mouse combination. Before long you'll be getting precise headshots for more damage, and you will master the art of gun fu. There's a lot of unlockables here, and while it's definitely best played with friends online, single player is still a fun romp. If you fancy gunslinging through palaces, pirate ships and the Wild West, Kung Fu Cowboy is out now on PC via Steam in early access. Our final hidden gem of the week is a survival horror title. This one is called Dying Flame. In it you play as James, a character trapped in an unknown mansion. It's not long before you realise your wife is trapped also in this mansion. With its rather lovely top-down pixel art style, Dying Flame's scares come through what lurks in the darkness. Your only tools for escape are your wits and your lighter. The game explores themes of addiction, guilt and hope, and is heavily inspired by the Japanese horror games of the 8 and 16-bit eras. If you enjoyed fellow pixel horrors Viviette and Yuppie Psycho, I urge you to give Dying Flame a try now on Steam. If you're a fan of the genre and also this pixel art style, keep an eye out for Lamentum, a similar title due out sometime later this year. There's so many new games out this week that it's easy to forget those games that have received new content update. Here's a couple of recommendations from I Love Indies. The hugely popular Japanese Record of Lodoss War franchise started out as a series of Dungeons & Dragons style fantasy novels in the 1980s. Since then it spawned multiple manga, anime and video game adaptations. War-deedlit in Wonder Labyrinth is my first foray into the series, and what a foray it's been. What we have here is a Metroidvania heavily inspired by Castlevania Symphony of the Night. The game's been out in early access on Steam for 12 months, and in that time it's picked up rave reviews for its gameplay, graphical style and awesome soundtrack. This week sees the 1.0 release, which brings 2 final stages to the game. There's a lot of Symphony of the Night imitators out there, and despite its long and unwieldy name, Record of Lodoss War-deedlit in Wonder Labyrinth might just be one of the best. If you're yet to play this superb Metroidvania, now's the perfect time with its full release. It's out on PC via Steam on the 27th of March. Next we have Depths of Sanity, a pixel art aquatic Metroidvania that came out in early access on Steam last October. It's just received its Chapter 4 update, which features 2 all-new environments, new weapons and tools, a fast travel function, and also cosmetic changes to the HUD. In the game you play as Abe Douglas, trying to piece together the mystery of what happened to the missing crew of the Baroness. You man a submarine and follow a mysterious signal coming from the bottom of the ocean. As you dive deeper, you discover new abilities, such as being able to swim outside your submarine to access tight areas. You can also unearth new weapons like the torpedo, which allows you to destroy rocks and access previously inaccessible places. In many ways, the game reminds me a lot of the aquatic adventure of The Last Human, another submarine Metroidvania from 2016, but this one has lots of unique features that make it stand out. If you like pixel art, Metroidvanias, or a good underwater mystery, well, give this one a try now. Take the plunge on PC via Steam. And that's your lot for this week's Indies of the Week. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to leave you with the trailer for a game set in an alternative World War II setting. Do you fancy exploring the mysteries of an underground Nazi bunker? This is Paradise Lost.
I don't really know. Hello? Is anyone out there?
Hi,
Who are you?
my name's Eva.
My name is Shimon. Where are you?
I've been locked in here for I don't know how long, and I'm getting really scared.
My mom passed away recently.
And now you're looking for the man in the picture.
I saw Nazi flags hanging here in the picture I found. The Poles must have burned them when they took over.
Whoa, this place is a mess.
What happened here?
A storm rages on the surface. We are whipped back and forth by the gale, but our values remain unchanged. Our fathers, our mothers, they all shed their blood for principles. Today, so too will we shed our blood. But this time, we shall conquer and seize our future.
Święta Maryjo, Matko Boża, módl się za nami grzesznymi, teraz i w godzinę śmierci naszej. Amen.